Welcome back to The Count. We're counting down the major stories of the week. I'm Lidia Curanaj. We're now wrapping up our countdown with story number one. Culture War, a parody social media account of the fake chief rabbi of Gaza, has duped another progressive lawmaker. The re-election campaign of Democrat Congresswoman and pro-Hamas Representative Cori Bush was considering a fundraiser with Rabbi Linda Goldstein, which is a bogus X account that posts anti-Israel content to catfish eager to believe regressives. The parody account suggested that Cori Bush's fundraiser theme could be the morality of intifada. After the lawmaker's campaign eventually learned the truth, the parody account's owner said this, quote, Cori Bush is a perfect example of an empty suit anti-Semite, completely clueless about how the Israel-Palestine conflict works, but eager to speak up because it gives her cover to publicly hate Jews. Joining us to discuss, the host of the Front and Center with Jacquie Jordan podcast, Jacquie Jordan. Also with us, publicist and political activist Whitley Yates. Thank you so much. Whitley, let's start off with you. What did you think about that? Cori Bush getting fooled. Are you surprised?
I'm not surprised that we saw Cori Bush get catfished because she's really focused on issues that are not pertaining to her district and that are even real and would rather promote anti-Israel propaganda. So I'm not surprised that she got catfished. What I will be surprised is if she wins in November.
That is surprising because I did see a recent poll that she's only up by a point. Jacquie, now apparently the bar is very low for Joe Biden, according to a lot of Democrat activists. Let's take a listen to Joyless Reed of MSDNC and what her requirements are in order to be president of the United States.
Who I got to vote for in November to keep Hitler out the White House. That's all I want to know. Who I got to vote for to keep Hitler out the White House. By the way, if it's Biden in a coma, I'm going to vote for Biden in a coma. I don't even really particularly like the guy. A lot of his policies, don't like him. He's not Donald Trump, right? Yeah, Hitler, White House. We keeping him out, keeping Project 2025 out. That's all I care about.
First of all, the Project 2025, that's been debunked. It's a lie. And also, I don't even know what it is really, because it's just a lie. Jacquie, the scary part about it is that Joyless right there, I guarantee you there are a lot of members of the media that think the same way she does, but she just said the quiet part out loud.
Well, that's absolutely correct. You know, when I was coming up in the media, it was forsaken for you to be a participant in the media and to give your political preference. So that's from the generation that I come from. You know, the Project 2025 was a really great counter propaganda to the Democrats and Joe Biden losing the debate. And when you watch the Democrats, they're very sophisticated in using the media to basically say, we're going to vote for our team no matter what. Kind of like trained football players, you know, football fans who just, you know, they're going to pick their team and follow the team all the way through generations. Well, that's what the Democrats are really, you know, they're like, no matter what, we're going to vote for this. And I also watched very carefully how Project 2025, you know, ran through social media. Everybody's like, well, forget about the debates. You have to see, you know, Google Project 2025. And it also distracts from the World Economic Forum's Agenda 2030. But I was really glad to see that President Donald Trump tweeted that he had nothing to do with that and that those policies were ridiculous. And that's what we're looking for. It's narrative, propaganda, catfishing going on in every direction coming this election. And everybody has to be really mindful and very discerning.
Whitley, you know, we talk also about politics here. I want to get your take on a lot of people writing and saying that according to about if they pick Kamala Harris as the top of the ticket, I'll read this one headline. America may soon be subjected to the country's first DEI president, Kamala Harris. What do you think about Kamala Harris? Do you think she plays up this identity politics too much and gives actual African Americans, Latinos, immigrants, and, you know, a bad name in a sense?
You know, I want to skip race and focus on her results. When it comes to the border, Kamala did not provide any type of security for the American people. So if that is the level of leadership that she's going to provide for this country, I don't want her anywhere near the Oval Office. And I'm really not surprised that Joy Reid wants to vote for a comatose Biden when his administration has been on life support for the past 3 years and America has been reeling from it. I think on the left, what we have is a lack of leadership, lack of vision. And to be honest, the fact that they're pushing a comatose Biden over a cognitive Trump just lets us know how far they've gone.
Jacquie, we have 30 seconds to you. What do you think about the whole identity politics and how it's now playing such an important role, specifically in this presidential election?
Well, I think there's a lot of sleight of hand that's being set up for, in the next coming months. And the fact that through COVID, the electoral, we're going to start the elections for the president in September and go through November, which is something that I know that we did not want to see happen because there's a lot more opportunity for manipulation and narrative placement, which I think is what we're being set up here.
All right, ladies, we're going to leave it right there. Whitley Yates. Whitley, before I let you go, I always have to, you got to show the nails. Look at that. She's always on point with the manicure.
Blue here.
I love it. Beautiful ladies. Thank you so much for, am I allowed to say that? Beautiful girl. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Lydia.
All right. Thank you guys so much for joining us for The Count. I'm Lidia Curanaj.